I mean, when I first see it, I said penalty.
That was full speed. So we slow it
before I
down
even see the replay.
Anthony Taylor gives it on the field from this challenge from Kevin. What's your take on it? And are we seeing a clear and obvious error here?
I mean, when I first see it, I said penalty.
That was full speed. So we slow it down
before I even see the replay. And again, I think from this angle here, it's a little bit inconclusive. Even when you slow it down, you're probably thinking, well, has he got the ball there? Did he get the player first?
I think we've seen enough angles to say that there is contact. This is the key thing. If we can freeze it, Jamie, before the contact.
Take it back a little bit there.
Because this is what Bukayo Saka was saying to us, that he felt knee on knee before the touch on the ball.
Mm-hmm. So, Kevin's right knee just gets Bukayo. Definitely gets a touch of the ball, Kevin. We agree with that.
Arsenal scored 15 goals this season and 7 of them have been from corners. That's an impressive record.
It's so impressive. And I mean, Trossard getting this little tap in between Jimenez and Kearney. But you know what? It's one of them where, if you look at the first graphic we saw there are 2 players trying to mark Gabriel. Now, set plays and this type of situations only work if you've got genuine people in your squad that want to go and hit it. And he's one of those, Gabriel, that every single time the cross comes in, he wants to be the first contact on it. And he's either scored or he's assisted. Been brilliant.
Yeah, and we're seeing other teams kind of almost learn from Arsenal, aren't we?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not an easy skill. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of work on the training ground to make it happen. And to perfect it, you need somebody who can put the ball right on the sixpence, and that's what Arsenal got at the minute.
Let's take a look at Arsenal's upcoming fixture run then. So Arsenal got the job done, right? It wasn't pretty at times, but it was all about 3 points.
No, I don't think it's going to be pretty. I think we're going to see a lot more games like that, unfortunately, because it's about getting the job done. What we know is that our defence is solid. They know that if they score a goal, the guys, that you probably can win the game. You'd like to win it a lot more comfortably, but I think at this stage of the season, with this block of games what's coming, Kelly, I think it's important to win them in any way you can.
Yeah, and they did that today, didn't they?
Yeah, they have to dig in. Again, set plays, which we know Arsenal are really, really strong at, got them out of trouble again. But I didn't think Fulham did enough in the attacking area to really hurt Arsenal and cause them problems. But Arsenal will have games like this where teams know that Arsenal are better than them, so they're just sitting on that low block. And Arsenal struggled to break it down today, but they just kept going and ultimately got the 3 points.
3 goals conceded in 11 games. That's the best ever defensive start in Arsenal's history.
Yeah, for everyone, because we work very hard in training every day, and yeah, that's the reward we get as well. If you keep a clean sheet, you need only one goal to win a game, and it was a tough game for us today, and we did it that way.
Well, Jonathan said it there. They are the best defensively in Europe. They've gone back-to-back games now without letting the opposition have a shot. First time in 22 years. So what's improved? Because they were already good last season defensively.
Yeah, I think they defend really well as a team in all parts of the pitch.
The total elite in terms of centre-forwards or finishers, that ability to find a corner, especially if you're low on confidence.
Absolutely, and we talk about side net, and we talk about those. Harry Kane's a great example. Robbie Fowler, Jermaine Defoe, Thierry Henry, when he used to cut inside and bend it, and they just hit. They can just visualise it hitting the side netting. Right now, he is just happy, and I think it's a really valid point to hit the target. Last year at Sporting, he'd find side nettings. It was so easy for him. Every single time he played, he felt he was going to score. At the moment, confidence is low. It's the same in any line of work. People at home probably watching thinking, when I feel good about something, I can make the right decision. If I'd second-guess myself, which is what he's doing, it's not working his way.
And it was against a really good organised team, insisting, being like a hammer in a reaction. And at the end, through that, and insisting, we find a way to score the goal.
I think it was a really tough game for us.
I think we're going to see a lot more games like that, unfortunately, because it's about getting the job done. What we know is that our defence is solid. They know that if they score a goal, the guys, that you probably can win the game.
8 clean sheets in 11. We've seen it now. We saw it last season. Yeah. This is what this team's built on, defensive stability, isn't it? It is. It's
funny, because when I played, that's what it was built on. And we had a defence where if we scored a goal, we knew we were winning. And I think that they've got the same feeling now in respect of our defence and how good we are.
There were times last year where I felt he overreacted on decisions. That's the worst decision I've ever seen. And statements like that are only going to make referees maybe not want to give you better decisions in the future, because subconsciously they do that, whether you like it or not. That's human nature. But I feel a bit of calmness is really important, not just from the team, but also from the manager.
Let's see it then, because we heard Bukayo Saka talking about it, and he was pretty sure that it was a penalty. Mikel Arteta's slightly different in his view. I mean, he's been told by someone that it wasn't. Anthony Taylor gives it on the field from this challenge from Kevin. Yeah. What's your take on it? And are we seeing a clear and obvious error here?
And
I think he will get the goals, obviously nowhere near as many as he got last season, but he will get the goals. With the number of chances that Arsenal create, he will, and his numbers should improve.
Yes, very good. Really tough place to come. Really good sign. We knew that. We experienced it in the last few years. I think we've done a lot to win the game. We put a lot into it, and we had some difficulties, some giveaways in the first half and certain transitions. I think we overcome that and became much more dominant through the game. And it was against like a really good organized team, insisting, being like a hammer in a reaction. And at the end, through that and insisting, we find a way to score the goal.
I think it was a really tough game for us. I think especially first half, maybe the quality on our side wasn't there. But we kept fighting, we kept believing, and that's what we said in the dressing room at halftime as well. We only needed one chance, and luckily that went in, and after that I think we controlled the game.
Of course, when you lose a game, it's always a disappointing one. I really believe that our start of the game and our first 30 minutes, they were at very good level. We did create chances to score before Arsenal started to have some control of the game. I really believe after 30 minutes of the game, last 15 first half, they were more on it.
Let's take a look at Arsenal's upcoming fixture run then, because if you take a look at these, Benty, up until the end of November, there's plenty of games that Arsenal will look at and say they're winnable.
Yeah, they are, but they're going to be difficult for different reasons. I mean, Atletico speaks for itself. Crystal Palace at home, they're in good form, caused Arsenal problems last year. But you've got Brighton's, Burnley, that are going to sit in and make it difficult, more so Burnley maybe than Brighton. So even though on paper you go, do you know what, there's winnable fixtures, they're all going to cause their own problems. There's going to be different ways of playing.
Even Sunderland away, that's going to be a tough game. Sunderland will be looking forward to Arsenal coming, a team that's trying to go to win the league. And Sunderland will want to cause problems in that game. It's going to be, all of those games will be tough for Arsenal.